I love the outdoors and I hike a lot. And if you're like me who loves to create content, you know there's nothing more annoying when you're out on the trail, see something you'd like to capture and you gotta put your pack down, take the camera out, capture whatever it is you want to capture, then put it back again. Or this I've done plenty of times already, and that is to carry your camera setup the entire way, which is not really practical and it's just plain risky. I told myself there's got to be a better system for this, in which I actually may have found a solution. This literally just came in today, and this is the Tarion Top Loader protective bag, the expandable version that claims it can handle a DSLR with a 70 to 200 or even up to 400 mil lens attached to the body. This is not a sponsored video. I purchased this with my own money, and so this is a non-biased, honest review of this product. I'm going to unpack this today, give you my first impressions, talk about the features, then we'll take it out in the real world and see if it's actually worth getting. So if you're an outdoor content creator, stay till the end to see if this will actually make your life easier out there. I'm going to link this product in the description box down below if you want to check it out. And without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, I just want to say that I actually got this on sale on Amazon for 55 Canadian dollars. It's on sale right now, so check it out. Like I said, link is going to be in the description box down below, but the regular price is $70, so it was actually a great deal and I knew I just had to grab it. All right, so let's start unboxing this thing. There's the bag. Right out of the box, it's surprisingly compact for what it claims to hold. It's got that structured, padded top loader design, kind of like a mix between a mini camera backpack and a tactical pouch, but for cameras. The material feels weather resistant, not fully hardcore waterproof, but definitely ready for rain, dirt, and trail abuse. Let's open up what's inside. Got a few. Okay, let's throw that away. We got some straps here, and the padding is, it feels thick. You can tell that it's built to protect whatever you put inside in here, so that's really good to know. You got dividers here, and they're just Velcro type dividers, which is nice. Let's take it all out. Let's see what it feels like. Okay, it's all in one piece, but you can kind of like, yeah, just customize it based on that. And then this is what the inside looks like. And I think it's also got a, even though it feels, like I said, rainproof or waterproof, it's got your rain cover here as well. Well, the logo. And I believe the other purpose of this is for this bag to be extended even more. Oh my God, look at that. That is fairly lengthy. I love that. I love that feature. So if you have any other longer telephoto lenses, this is actually very, very handy. And if I'm gonna put the rain cover back because I want to go over the main compartment and whatnot. But right off the bat, the quality feels amazing. It looks amazing. The material doesn't feel cheap at all, which is great. I mean, you are going to be putting expensive cameras or camera gear in here anyway, so it's nice to know that it's well protected. Now the capacity is 9.5 liters and there's a total of 5 compartments here. It's also lightweight at about 0.59 kilograms. The whole point of this bag is simple. You don't want to keep taking your camera in and out of your backpack every time something interesting shows up on a hike. So instead, you keep your camera ready to shoot. Camera in, lens attached, lid opens, shoot, close, move. That's the workflow. And honestly, that's where this bag starts to make sense, because if you're doing hiking, photography, filmmaking, or vlogging style type of shooting, speed matters way more than having a perfectly organized backpack. Now here's the key selling point. It's designed for long lenses. We're talking 70 to 200 millimeter class lenses, and in some setups even up to 100 to 400 mil depending on your body. That's not normal for a small top loader. Okay, let's explore the pockets and such on this before I talk about the different ways to carry this, which is another reason why I got this. Okay, starting from the outside, you have a side pouch right here. And then on the back side, it looks like you have 2 attachment points. I believe this is so that you could hook it up with your shoulder strap. And then the other one is the waist strap as another alternative to kind of have this right in front of you, which is great. I really like that. It's also got this mesh here for better airflow. Yeah, on the side here you have a mesh pocket. It's fairly, it runs almost to the length of this pack. And then you also have attachment points here, here, and here. And then you have other attachment points right here and here, 1, 2, and then I'm sure you have some on the other side as well. So 3, 4 attachment points, main attachment points at least. And then as we go to the other side, you have another attachment point right here. And then you have a side pocket, a zippered side pocket. Not that much room in there, but I think you can put flatter items in here. I'm not sure, maybe a card or wallet or something. Just something flat, because it looks like it also doesn't have much room in there to move. And then here you have a front pocket, which is great for SD cards or batteries. I believe you have 2 pockets here. A battery can go in there, an SD card, and then you have another mesh pocket inside where you could put other things. You could also put your wallet in here and whatnot, keys, and you could definitely stuff items in here for sure for quick access too, which is nice. I think a phone would be nice in there, and your wallet and keys. Now moving on to the main compartment. I just want to zip it back. Now this is, you got a top handle here, which is nice for just, I guess, to carry it. Okay, like I said, you have the dividers here. It's a Velcro type, which is really nice. You can organize however you want to organize your things in there. I'm gonna go over the straps in a little bit, but basically it comes with these 2 smaller straps like so. And then you have the sling strap, I believe, because this is for your shoulder. You have a zippered pocket right here. Another great place to put other items, smaller items. And I guess if you want to have a camera with a longer lens inside, then you're gonna have to use this without the divider, because then you're probably gonna need the extension. And I think if you use the divider, definitely it'll be stopped right here. So I think using longer lenses, you definitely need to take this out. But if you're not, so we're gonna put this back in. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my camera quickly and I wanna see how this all fits. All right, so I brought my lens here, a 70 to 300 mil. And then I have my camera here with a 24 to 70 mil. It should fit just fine. With the 24 to 70, it fits perfectly. I mean, that's what it looks like there, as you can see. And this is a Sigma lens, by the way. So yeah, it's a bulky one. Now it fits just perfectly. That's with the 24 to 70. Now I'm gonna switch it over to the 70 to 300 just because it's a much longer lens. You even have a lot of room, like literally a lot of room. Look at this. I actually don't know if I need to have this open. I want to see if I could fit it with this bottom part closed. Wow, it fits still. That is so crazy. I guess my 70 to 300 is much shorter. It's a bit bigger, but it's just, this is a Sigma lens. The 70 to 300 is a Tamron lens, but this fits just fine as well. That is perfect, look at that. Now, the only thing I'm gonna say, and yeah, I mean, I haven't used this bag just yet. As you can see, we're just unboxing this. The only thing I can say is that compared to the rest of the pack's structure, it's not padded. That's my only concern. And your lens is going through this, right? It's going through here. And it's not as padded as from here all the way to up here. So that's my only concern for your longer lenses. If you are going to use this, I don't think I'll be using this because both of my longer lenses fit just fine. But if you are going to be using this, just know that you're not going to have much padding or protection towards the end of the lens, which is an important part of the lens. The 4-way versatile carrying system is actually one of the main reasons I picked this up. As I mentioned, you're not locked into a single way of wearing this. You can run it as a standard shoulder sling. You can wear it chest style so the camera sits right in front of you for super fast access. You can use it as a hip or waist setup, which also helps a lot with weight distribution on longer walks, or you can integrate it with a larger hiking backpack as an accessory add-on. That last option is actually pretty useful because it turns this from a standalone bag into a quick access camera pod attached to your main pack, instead of forcing you to dig through everything every time you want your camera, which is the way I feel I'll be wearing this mostly. Most bags this size tap out way earlier, so this is clearly built for people shooting wildlife, sports, travel, compression shots, or just anyone who likes to have big glass on them. It's about the quick access to your gear. With that said, let's take this thing out in the real world, give you my thoughts and feedback in real time, then let's come back here to go over the pros and cons of my bag along with my final thoughts. So first impressions of this bag, I love how everything is literally just quick access, and also not just obviously for my camera, but also other accessories like my phone is easily accessible, and here in Canada when you're hiking, bear spray is essential, so I love how easily accessible the bear spray is. And I also have my glasses here on the side. It's really, really convenient, and right now I'm wearing it with the 2 straps here. It's surprisingly comfortable. All right, 2 hours in, and honestly, it makes life so much easier. I love how everything is just right here in front of me. I don't have to take off my backpack, and surprisingly enough, the weight at the front actually counterbalances my backpack, and it just distributes the weight evenly, if that even makes sense. But yeah, I mean, if I get a nice shot like this, instead of taking my pack off, putting it down, taking out my camera, I simply just do this now. Open it up, I got my camera here, and then I can capture very, very easily. And once I'm done, I put it back in. This is really, really nice. I also love how all my valuables are here, like my keys, my wallet, and like I said, my cell phone is also in here. It's just got so much room for things, which I find very convenient. Okay, so a few things I actually like about this is that first, the accessibility. It does exactly what it promises. The camera is always ready. It's also lightweight, which is a plus. Second, the protection. The padding is solid, especially around the lens area. And then third, the simplicity. There's no over-engineered nonsense. It just protects the camera and makes it easy to grab. But it's not perfect. The biggest issue is if you were gonna put a longer lens or a heavier glass in this pack. I mean, I'm just imagining if you're carrying like a 100 to 400 mil or something, you'll feel it on one side after a while for sure. The next con, I think, and this is just me nitpicking, I just wish they made this part about this part of it expandable instead of the bottom, because I feel that it's fairly lengthy. But I get that they're trying to accommodate for, you know, wildlife photographers maybe who carries like massive lenses, and I get that this is what this pack is for. but I just wish they had another version, I guess, because I mean, my longest lens is probably gonna be the 70 to 300 mil, and I'm gonna be using this mainly for vlogging and just taking my camera out. So I'm using wider lenses, so 20 to 40, 70, 16 to 35, 17 to 28, or even 28 to 70. It's just, I wish they had another version for a much smaller camera setup, I guess. Overall, I think this is a great camera pod compared to the other ones out in the market. And so who is this actually for? Travel photographers, hikers who shoot often, wildlife shooters with moderate setups, vloggers who need quick access, anyone who hates missing shots because their camera is buried in a bag, or for anyone else who doesn't want to keep their camera around their neck or have it on their hand the entire hike. Overall, this bag solves one problem very well. It keeps your camera ready, protected, and easy to access. It doesn't replace your backpack, it doesn't carry your whole kit. It just removes the delay between seeing a shot and taking it. It makes creating content out in nature so much easier because of the quick access. And honestly, that reduced friction will make content creation for you out there so much better. For me personally, I didn't buy this to make my setup more complicated. I bought it to make it faster and less of a hassle. And so far, it actually does just that. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you and I appreciate you. Consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel if you haven't done so yet. See you in the next video.